So, you've made yourself a little movie, have you? And you thought to yourself, my, I have it here, but how do I get it over there, or over there, or some other place? And we are in a similar predicament. So we thought, why don't we help other people explore such procedures? Note the time. So to continue, we have our little movie here. Oh, the happy couple, blah, blah, blah. And so, we want to take this movie and export it. Not to France, mind you, but to our desktop. So, there's a specific procedure that must be followed. First, what we must do is make sure that the sequence that we want exported is selected. So, you see there's a yellow border around this page. If we are in another page, it will have its own yellow border. We must make sure, like Dorothy, that we follow the proper yellow borders. And ours is not a yellow brick road, mind you, but a little yellow line. So, we must make sure that our yellow brick road is in our timeline. That is this one here. Hopefully by now you will know what that is. So, we make sure that our yellow brick road is here, and we go way up here to where it says File, and we click File. I am on a Mac, mind you, and this make me some things different. Not much, though. So we go to... Shut up, slut. So, we go to File, Export. She was not a slut. Just, okay, anyway. So we go to File, Export, Media. And we click that. Notice how you can also do Command M or Control M for you PC users. So, oh yes, look at this lovely window that pops up. Export Settings. So, for our purposes, we're going to want to make sure that the format we export in is a QuickTime video, not AAC audio. That is stupid. We go down to QuickTime. QuickTime is quite convenient when working with other formats and such things. So, format must be QuickTime. Then we see that there's a preset. For our purposes, we will be using HD, this one with the 29. Notice that we're using the one with the highest numbers, because highest numbers generally tend to mean better quality. Not sure in what way, but it does. And oh look, it is so nice. Look at the aspect ratio of this. It looks very nice. So, we will then make sure that our output name is proper. Now, when things are yellow, it either means that it has gangrene, or it is text that may be edited. And so, therefore, by clicking on it, and we do not receive an infection, we therefore know that it is text that may be edited. And this window popped up that says Save As. So, currently it says 0070 MTS. And we're not wanting any sort of James Bond file. We're not into Bond it here. So, we'll be finding some other sort of beautiful name as to which we may later recognize our file.
Fiction Fine Cut.
Fiction Fine Cut. Fiction Fine Cut. I do like a nice fine cut of fiction. I like my fine cuts medium rare. I like a medium rare fiction with A1 sauce. Anyway, so, for our purposes, we will be making sure that our fine cut of fiction, our hunky cut of fiction, will be on the desktop. This way we can find it very easily. We must remember the title with which we export our footage. You see, it is useless and pointless to export one's footage and then forget the title and be forever lost in the ethers of the cosmic computer system, finding the file that you cannot remember its name. So, Fiction Fine Cut, desktop. Try not to change that, but make sure it is an MOV, and save. Notice how our gangrene section has now been renamed. So, in general, we will not mess with other settings here. That is for another video for more advanced things. But for our purposes in making a more simple video, we will simply adjust the format, the preset, and the title. And of course the destination, which is the desktop. So, you can click Q, but we will just go straight to export. You click export, and oh look, it is encoding. Oh, you dropped that thing. Sorry, that was not on the screen. You couldn't see it. So, this is the estimated time remaining. The computer is much like an actor or a hypocrite in that it lies to you. Jesus warned us of hypocrites, and so we must beware of computers, because it tells you that the estimated time is 3 minutes and 30 seconds, but you've seen that it has just gone from 30 to 48 in a matter of milliseconds. So there's never really any knowing how long it will take to encode your video. So might as well grab a bowl of popcorn and enjoy. We will wait. We will probably do some sort of magical editing of this video to cut to the end, or we can continue to talk for 3 minutes and 57 seconds, which, as I will remind you, earlier said 3 minutes and 33 seconds. Notice, this computer should win an Oscar for its performance. It is encoding so rapidly that the computer is heating up and burning my leg. It actually really hurts. Probably will not include this part of the dialogue in the final cut of this thing.
About our fine cut.
Of our fine cut. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Ooh.
It's a fine cut of tutorial.
Oh, fiction, stop it, you. Ooh. You're pretending to be true, but you're not, oh, you dirty thing. You dirty fiction, you.
I don't know if we can include that. I think we'd best include everything.
That's my voice.
No, it's totally.
There's steal
And
it
make
from me.
us another sandwich.
No.
Do I help them? Oh, yes, indeed.
See, it doesn't sound like the wife of the Mad Hatter or King Candy.
Perhaps King Candy is the wife of the Mad Hatter.
I mean, that would not surprise me.
We live in a modern age.
Oh, that sweet, sweet man, that King Candy. Quite.
Where's this going?
You got a thing for King Candy? Is that what you're telling me?
No, I'm not got a thing for
I
King
think you do.
He
I'm gonna kill you. You're my wife. What are you doing looking at another man?
I cannot have a thing for King Candy, you see. He is an animated character. And I am not even a real person. I am just simply a very tired college student doing a voice for far too long.
My name is Charles Peter. This one goes out to you, Charles. If you ever see this, I want you to know
You're singing a song
you're
for
a beautiful
yourself.
man.
You're singing a song for yourself. This goes to you, Charles Peter. And I am Charles Peter.
I was just making fun of Charlie. That's what was happening.
Ah, well, I failed to get on that comedy boat. Wah, wah.
I feel a certain amount of pressure to use a different voice every time I speak at the moment. I don't know what this one is. I didn't plan it. I just opened my mouth and this is what came out.
Well, you see, every time we open our voice, we're a different sort of action.
A different sort of
A
action?
different sort of action.
Alright, well, I'm gonna be the guy who lives in the bayou who eats nothing but alligators and,
It's
tails!
It is constipated, apparently, because that's
You
what
know,
it sounds like.
I've eaten. I have eaten alligator.
I have too. I just have a question.
Emotionally, specifically.
Is this what your local people, is this what your tribesmen sound like? Because you're from Texas, and I've always been under the
it's a
impression.
misconception. We actually talk like this most of the time.
So, our video has finished editing. As you see, the window just popped away. Not pooped, but popped, mind you. It pooped away. That'd be quite a mess. So, popped away, and that simply means that it is done, and it should be appearing on our desktop. So, what we're going to do, I always like to save the video, and so I saved it. You saw the little save thing come up. And if you're confused as to how I did that without going file, save, we live in an age of computer keyboard shortcut, you see. So I did Command S. I will do it again. Oh, it saved again, and it was much faster that time because I just saved, and I didn't really explain it to you bimbos. I did it automatically. I didn't even do it that time. Technology. So, move this to the side, and this to the side, and look, here is our desktop. As you can see. And there it is. Fiction, fine cut. What a fine cut fiction it is, too. So why don't we pull it up? Does it work? Oh, look! Here it is! And we push play. And this little thing is moving, and this is always a good sign. And behold! Look at this fine cut of fiction. Oh, little smoochy smoochy. And then there's the guitar. And that is the end. Even though it has much more to go, I decided it will end there. Oh, shoot. Oh, cancel that. So, oh goody, I almost ended this recording. So, that is that, and that is how you export your footage. And then, so what we have is we have an SD card put into the side of the computer, not jammed in the side, mind you, like a parasite, or a wound, or a splinter from a rose bush, but in the slot where the SD card is supposed to go. And so, here is the finder. So what we do is, on a Mac, we go to the side, and there's a little face man, we click finder, and this window pops up. And we have it here, and then we go down, and it says devices. And see, she has named it Eliasson. So, we click it, and there's nothing here, because there's nothing on the file, you see. So, we take this fine cut of fiction, and we move it over here. And now look, it's going to transfer it. And the computer's going to do a lovely performance for us. And see, it doesn't even bother to estimate the time this time. Oh, it's 5 seconds, right. Whatever. Ah, and that little twang sound means that it has been transported over to the section. You see, now it is here. And what we do is we must remove the SD card. You never remove an SD card by willy-nilly yanking it out without any sort of thinking about it. There's the little arrow next to it. You click it and you eject it first. And then, when it has disappeared... Whew! Don't know if that's right. There, it is gone. Did not expect that to happen. So, then, you may pull it out, and it is out, as you can hear. So, that is how you export a video. You may take this SD card and share it with whomever you like, and place it in other computers as a parasite to share with your friends. So, we hope you have enjoyed making all these little movies, and we hope that you enjoy exporting them, so that all may enjoy your fine cuts of fiction. Oh, you.